Hey, what's up, guys and gals? My name is Rick9G. Welcome to the live stream. I'm so excited. Oh, look, you can see the logos making an appearance today, and the Keep On I Love Lucy shirt as well. How is everyone doing today? Hopefully awesome on this. Today's kind of like a weekend Wednesday, right? Because it's right in the middle of Saturday of the Monday. So happy early Labor Day to everyone. Very, very awesome. Let me know in the chat where you guys and gals from. I know some of you, but especially new people. New Zealand. Wow, that is far. That is far, at least for me. If you put me in the geo center of what we're talking about, that's awesome. Texas, Arizona, everyone. Let's check in from all the locations where you're at, even if you're down the street. Des Moines, Iowa, New Jersey. Look at that. Kentucky, Texas, El Paso, Texas, Arkansas, Jersey. Look at that. Wow. Awesome, awesome. Dallas, Texas. Few Texans on here. Port Townsend, Washington. Very cool. Indiana, Ohio. Very nice. Manatee County, Florida. Very nice. Chicago, Illinois in general. I am in Southern California. Boom. St. Louis. St. Louis, Missouri. Louise. All right, so we're going to do a couple things. Awesome. Thank you so much for everyone for coming on the live stream. We're going to do a couple fun things today. We're going to be talking, discussing I Love Lucy, the channel, a bunch of things. I want to give a couple shout outs before I start, but there is going to be an opportunity for you in the chat to choose what we're going to watch after Lucy, or what we're going to discuss. So it can be Hogan's Heroes, it can be Munsters, I Dream of Jeannie, it could be Addams Family, Gilligan's Island, all from there. So the most comments giving the name will win, but we're not there yet. I do want to give a shout out to a couple people. I want to know if I was told that there were a few shows, a few clubs that were on here watching last time. Like, I don't know if it was I Love Lucy clubs or like Desi Arnaz or Desilu clubs, something like that. Because I didn't see the comment, but I was told afterwards. And so I want to welcome any clubs or are there any groups of people watching versus like one person watching? I want to give you a shout out. So thank you. I want to give a special shout out to Kenneth B and Verbal Volley for being two great supporters of the channel. I do appreciate you and all of you, of course, but a special shout out to you guys. All right. Yeah, that was pretty cool. I thought it was pretty awesome. Okay, Lucy Tells the Truth. If you saw, that's in the thumbnail. That's kind of what I'm holding. Lucy Tells the Truth. This is one that, I mean, to me, is pretty hilarious. The one where Lucy's trying to tell the truth. We see Carolyn Appleby, Marion Strong. We see the gang. We see Lucy, and we see Ethel. I like it because it's like the three, Lucy, Ethel, and Fred, pitted against Lucy. And then we have the great knife-throwing scene at the end. We kind of talked about this last time in terms of that scene. So it's pretty cool. Kalamazoo, Michigan. Look at that. Thank you, Journal Girl. Love my channel and love my content. I appreciate that. Your goddaughter is 16 and loves I Love Lucy. It's timeless. That's awesome. I love to see young people versus me, like even younger, right? Young people watching I Love Lucy, guys, girls, whoever it may be. A good show, a good wholesome show that you could turn on to anyone and anyone could enjoy. So it's great. Verbal Volley, did you hear your shout out? Did you hear your shout out? I gave a big special shout out to Kenneth B and Verbal Volley for being great supporters of the channel. So thank you so much. Oh, and there we go. We never really talked about this. I'm going to make a video on this about smoking on I Love Lucy, something you don't see on shows anymore. Speaking of smoking, on the Twilight Zone, the last video that I pushed, you should check it out. It's a review of one of the most popular episodes ever if you're a Twilight Zone fan. It's a pretty good one. What is it called? Beauty, Eye of the Beholder. There we go. And they're smoking in the hospital. Could you believe that? Something you would never see now. But it's great to see time kind of frozen like that. That's awesome. Michigan, hello. 4 years old and loving I Love Lucy. That's awesome. Tyler, you are a youngin at 22. Awesome. Yeah, they smoke like crazy, and there was a real reason for it. It wasn't just because they smoked in real life. Part of the big sponsorship was Philip Morris, and that was done by Desi Arnaz on his own. He was a lot of the head. Um, he was the head of all the business decisions, most of the business decisions having to do with the show. The popularity of I Love Lucy would not have been there, of course, with Lucy. She's the on-screen star, right? But Desi behind the scenes, absolutely. He got a great contract with Philip Morris, and they had to agree that they all had to smoke a lot on the actual show. And Lucy, it's not that she didn't like Philip Morris, but her favorites were Chesterfields, I believe, and they put those inside Philip Morris containers. And if you get the full I Love Lucy unedited footage, you will see pretty much in every episode, they will mention the name Philip Morris. They will have a little sign. But in the syndicated versions, they crop those scenes out so that you can't see them. It's really, really interesting. Like if you watch the DVDs, let's say, they will be, the whole thing will be very crisp, and then that little section will be really blurry because that part was never shown in it wasn't, it was shown originally, but not like now if you watch it on any TV station. So it's kind of cool. It's a really interesting talk about that in terms of sponsorships. And that's the thing, guys and gals. People say, oh, you have ads, Rick, in your videos. Well, yes, that's how this works. That's how this is, that makes this possible, these live streams and things like that. We would not be able to watch Lucy with the smoking that was happening. And after that, after smoking, they had Ford, the Ford Motor Company, and they had specific Fords on the show. They had ads for it. They had commercials in between. And they also had American export lines for the ship commercial. That wasn't curiosity, or that wasn't a coincidence that they went on that boat to Europe. No, that was on purpose. They made a deal with American export lines to basically sponsor the show, and gave them a lot of money for them to do that main scene where the boat is going off. So kind of a little cool trivia there. American Export, American Express. American Express is a credit card, right? Pretty sure I could verify here. Let me just give me a second here. I'll verify it for you. American Export Lines. Yeah, it says it right here. American Export. It's kind of dark, but yeah. Yeah, so it's really, really cool to know that some of these shows, like CBS didn't fork all the money, believe me. Oh, sponsorships. Yes, my thoughts are with everyone in path of the hurricane. Please stay safe. Please stay safe, everyone. Grauman's Chinese Theater and Stolen Cement Foot's Prince. Yep, that was the John Wayne episode. Yep, that was one of my favorites, actually. Yep, that's right. Do you guys remember any more of the ads? So they had Sanka Coffee. They had Lilt, L-I-L-T. I think that's like a detergent. You guys will know. I'm just not, there's no Lilt, I think, anymore. Some type of laundry detergent or fabric softener, something like that. Kind of a cool thing. Henry, you love my accent. What accent do I have? You mean like a California accent? That's kind of funny. Ricky, I'm actually not sure exactly how it works, to be honest. I just tell people, if you subscribe, which is absolutely free, and it really does help the channel. The more the channel grows, the more I can do this. It's as simple as that. The more the channel grows, the more the channel gets pushed around, like viewed in the recommended, and the more people can watch. And that's better for me, the channel, and everyone. I could do more giveaways. Like, it's just better for everyone, for myself, and you know, it's a quick thing, like subscribe. It's a quick thing, like, but it's very much appreciated, because the more, the better. And you know, that's what I tell people. That's the one thing they can do. The one thing. So I appreciate everyone who does that. They're great supporters who do that. Lilt Home Permanent. There we go, Yazzie. My bad. Did I say it was like fabric? No, it's Lilt Home Permanent. See, it shows you how much I know or use Lilt, right? Doing anything Labor Day? Resting, not laboring. Does that work out? I think that's great. That's a great thing to do on Labor Day. Not laboring. Yes. So I will not be doing the live stream because that's labor, I guess. Oh, Cheer Laundry Detergent was a sponsor too of Lucy. I have to check that out. I honestly I don't pay that much attention, but in the DVDs they put that, and they have like little drawings of like the stuff. There's I know the sink. There's a couple more, but very very cool. Kitty, you found me in the feed and you're new and starting to binge watch. Yeah, that's awesome. That's great news for me. That makes me feel good. And I hope that the videos are fulfilling for you guys. Like it's a thing. It's a symbiotic thing, guys and gals. Like it's good for me, it's good for you, it's good for everyone. And I enjoy doing it. I enjoy doing this so much. Alex, so great question here. What about Gail Gordon recurring appearances on the show? So on I Love Lucy, he appeared twice. Both in season 1, he appeared as Mr. Littlefield, Ricky's boss from the club. Great episodes, Lucy's schedule, and Ricky Wants a Raise. Both great episodes for sure. I love this. This is Carolyn Appleby's apartment. And you have Lucy, Ethel, and Carolyn Appleby kind of ganging up on Lucy, trying to make her lie, obviously, so she can lose the bet, and then they win the money, right? Because it was for that loyal one. Hello. What was I gonna say? Anyone wearing like an I Love Lucy shirt right now? Anyone? Anyone? Let me know in the comments. I Love Lucy shirt. Love to know it. Absolutely. The woman, I can't read. The Woman from Mars is your absolute favorite. Is it? Is it really your absolute favorite episode? I was watching it last night, and I've got to talk about a good blooper in it. So I got to make a video on that. And just to let everyone know, I will be announcing the winner of the giveaway. Because some people ask me, wow, there's almost 100 people on here at one time. Can we get it to 100? That's awesome. We're almost at 90, 89 right now. Ooh. Thumbs up would be awesome and appreciated. Thank you all in advance. What I was going to say, okay, Lucy shirt. I lost my train of thought. What color is my hair? Wow, what color is my hair? Well, it's kind of brownish. It kind of changes depending on light. If you notice, like, see the light hitting it? See how light that gets? I think it's dark. I don't know. I'll just say purple. No, this is not my merch. Ricky, great question. If you go in the link below, I should have a link to rick9g.com. And that's what I mean. It's a very humble page. There's not a lot. There's some signed images that you can get, some original Lucy images with me in them. That's kind of cool. It's like a little cartoon, little strip. And I don't know. I want to make more of those. I think those are good. People have been liking those. And then there's a couple other items, but there's coffee mugs as well. You don't need to drink coffee, you can put tea in it, and they're great. They're on the website, so it's cool. rick9g.com. Do you own any Onset Memorabilia? Nope. That's one thing that I don't have, and it's kind of purposeful. I'm not really into like I don't know how to explain it. Like the little gadgets that they make, like little Lucy dolls or any like little things like that. I'm not into any of that. I'm into like the content, the actual like show and so forth. So it's a great question. But I know a lot of people collect that stuff. Where did Gilligan get cigarettes? What do you mean? Where was there cigarettes on Gilligan's Island? Let me know. Ed D, have you been to the Comedy Museum in Jamestown, New York? Actually, Ed, great question. I was there this past March. So in the spring, I was in New York for the first time. I made a trip out of it. I was in New York City, Jamestown, and Buffalo, New York. I have 3 videos covering my entire trip. One focusing on New York City, one focusing on the I Love Lucy portion of it, which is like a half-an-hour video. We went to the park, Lucille Ball Memorial Park. We went to the museum. All that stuff is covered. So you should go check that out after this. Don't forget. People sometimes don't know. I have over 1,000 videos. 1,000 videos. And then they see one, they're like, is there more? Gotta go to videos, playlists, links are in the description. It's all there. It's all there. So check it out. Check it out. Paula, my shirt, someone sent that in to me very generously. They're just like, here, Rick, a shirt. And I was like, you've sent me a lot of shirts. I have like 3 or 4 Lucy shirts. I have 2 Three Stooges shirts. Yes, 2. A lot of stuff people sent me, which is awesome. Very generous. I am well, Andy. Thank you. Cubs Crew. How long did it take Lucy and Harper Marx to practice their mirror image scene? I made a whole video on that, so you should go check it out. Well, it is possible to have cigarettes on you if you're on Gilligan's Island. Like they were on Civilization at one point, and then they got on the island that was episode 8, I believe. The glue won't hold. So just because we didn't see him smoke on screen doesn't mean that the character didn't smoke. And so, yeah, it's kind of a cool thing. And I mean, they could have brought anything over, right? On the boat. It's a boat. Chad, thank you for coming in with the first $9.99 donation. Thank you so much. You're awesome, Chad. Great supporter of the channel. Rock. I'm guessing that's Rick, or maybe Rick Rocks. Long time. Dick Van Dyke on his DVD collection has his voice over taking back his cigarette sponsorship. He did in the 60s promoting it. Keep it up. Love the content. Thank you so much. God bless. God bless you as well. I love Lucy for life. For life. I love Lucy for life. Because I'm alive. Yes. Okay. Ash, thank you so much. It's been a long time since I've seen you, but nice that you're on here. And getting ready for work. Oh, Michelle, that's what I was talking about. I always release the winner of the giveaway in the next video. So it's very simple. If I do an I Love Lucy video where I announce, hey, in this one, participate for I Love Lucy DVD, it's actually still here because I haven't released the next Lucy video yet. It's a surprise, and that's the thing. Like, if I announce when those videos are, then people are just going to watch those videos. That's not the point. So the point is for people to watch everything, right? And so the next Lucy video, whenever that is, people got to be attentive. I will announce it. So be sure and check it out. Already pretty much know what I'm going to do, and it should be coming soon, so don't worry. All the giveaways have been released. Like all the content all the DVDs have been sent out, except for that one. That's the most recent one. The let's see the last one. Oh, the I Dream of Jeannie. That was shipped last week. So yeah, just in case you guys want to know. Ricky Nichols coming in with another. I keep wanting to say dollar. $9.99. $9.99 donation. Thank you so much, Ricky. You are awesome. Great name, by the way. Ricky, Ricardo, Ricky's kind of my nickname as well. Awesome. I think, is this the first time I've seen you on the live stream? Because it's great. It's great to have you on here. I have never, Randy, spoken or conversed with Desi Jr. I know he's more of a introvert. Well, I don't want to classify it like that. I want to say he's more, like he more keeps himself versus Lucy Luckinbill Arnaz, which she's more out there. Ooh, great question, Alex. When did you discover Lucy? I discovered her at age of 3, around, I always say 3. I think 4 was too late because I think I was 3. And I watched it. It was after Saturday morning cartoons. It just popped up, and I thought it was hilarious. Like, I purposely was watching it because I thought it was so funny. And the show in black and white, why would a kid like that? I don't know the logic, but I just thought it was funny. I think that speaks to the show, not of me. It speaks of how popular this show is, how universal it is for a 3-year-old who didn't even really know what the show was, had me enjoy it. And I think I remember seeing commercials of like Lucy Starch, Lucy as like the Martian. I like to see her in get-ups and in these crazy schemes. And I thought it was funny. It was kind of like a cartoon, a little bit. I think Gilligan's Island was more of a cartoon-esque. Yeah. It's a great question. Okay. Robert John is a new subscriber. I love to welcome new subscribers, so thank you so much, Robert. Welcome, Robert, to the channel. Awesome. It's great to see you on here. I Love Lucy is your favorite show of all time. Awesome. You even named your pug after Lucy. If I get $1 for everyone who's named their pet or their child, so like a living being in their family, for Lucy, Desi, excuse me, I'm like burping, Fred, or anyone like that, like, it's so crazy. And people message me photos of like their doggies and their other pets, like not even dogs and cats, like lizards and stuff, which is amazing. I think that's awesome. I think that's a great way to keep these people alive, and a great way to keep their memory alive and what they did. So I think that's awesome. So your pug is named Lucy. That's amazing. Oh, great question. Dominic D. So I think I Love Lucy was the pinnacle, right? The perfection of all the work that they did, like the cream of the crop. And then everything after that slowly declined. So it kind of got worse as time went on. That's just my opinion. So your question is between the Lucy show or Here's Lucy. I think the Lucy show was fairly good, but I did like the fact that Here's Lucy, there were her kids there, and there were some fairly good episodes. I think I would classify the best ones as good. I never saw them as like amazing or great. I just always go back to I Love Lucy. It's like one of those things where I want to find something that tops it, and for me, nothing has yet. And so, yeah. Cubs crew, welcome to the channel. Welcome. Backstager, you did make it, and you're here, and we're appreciative that you're here. Maggie, you're new as well. Shout out to everyone who's a new subscriber. Let me know down in the comment, and I will give you a shout out. As much as possible. I try to get to everyone, right? You named your first truck. Your first truck? Let's see if it was like now a truck that you're driving, or was it like a toy truck? Because maybe you named it as a kid. I don't know. What was Lucy really like? And what do you think of Lucy's children doing a show with her? Well, they did do a show with her. Here's Lucy. And Lucy in person was introvert, quiet. She was not silly at all. She even says that. It's not my judgment. She said that in interviews. So it's kind of cool to think about. Like, completely opposite. Ooh, Vacation for Marriage, Richard. Do you like that? Do you like that episode? Is it one of your favorites, or is it just on and you kind of just watch it? For me, it's not like one of my favorites, but there's a lot of good ones in season 1. Henry, you are such a baby boy, a baby subscriber. What I mean by that, just a week old. But that is awesome. I appreciate that. I think no matter what the age, if you guys just subscribe, you're like a baby, and then you grow. I have some like 3-4-year-old subscribers, and they're old. They're like ancient. I'm the most ancient, of course, because I was the crazy person talking to myself while making the first video. I don't know how to say your name. AFL Withering the Rain. Relatively new, like a week. Well, welcome. An old subscriber. Shout out to old subscribers as well. The legends, I would say. I wouldn't even call them old. I would say the legends. We're here for so long. Yes. Sorry, I don't know how to say your name here. Is it Deutsche? I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. Just got here. I didn't know you had live chats. Yeah, I try to do them every week, every other week, something like that. Yeah, so make sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and that will let you know when I'm on. I will let you know. I'll also announce it on the community page of my channel and on Facebook. Those are the 2 places. Mostly on YouTube, though. So, very cool. 3-month-old. Good job, Alex. That's awesome. You're amazing. Yes, Chad, continuously flying. And when I have more complete news, I will get back to everyone. Believe me, I haven't forgotten about it. I just, I have things planned out. Don't worry. Don't worry. Stay tuned. I got it right. I got it right. Jared, no updates. At this point, they're the ones in charge. They're the ones with the channel, and so they're the ones with the information, not me. I don't work for them. I don't know them or anything like that. Good thing I work for myself, for you guys, to bring you the best content that I can bring you, the most exciting, the most interesting, and that's what I do. My personality, my positivity, my constant just research. Compile that for you, make it into a video. That's what I do. Ash, you have been here for a while, 2 to 3 years. You're awesome. One of the legends. You were just starting out with the Lucy video. Not that many subscribers. Exactly. Do you remember how many I had? I know someone who checks back every once in a while who they were like, Rick, I remember when he had 75. Literally 75 people, which is pretty good, right? I mean, some channels don't even get to that. But now we're nearing 50. We're at like 45. And it's like, whoa, it's crazy. Oh, and there goes Lucy with the balloons, working out the actual knife scene right now. And what was really, I didn't mention because I was talking about the comments here, but there was a woman that was doing like a singing like a chicken, and that was not actually shown in syndication. It was, well, originally, but it wasn't shown later on. They cut that stuff out because it really doesn't have to do with the plot. It's just like an audition, but it's in the unedited stuff, so that's awesome. David Davenport, thank you so much. Wow, a 1999 what do you call it? 1999 super chat. You are awesome. This is my knee, by the way. Might make an appearance every once in a while. Keep up the awesome work and stay positive. I appreciate that, David. I appreciate the support with that because I'm human. We're all humans, right? And sometimes we all need positivity from each other. I try to motivate you guys at the end of every single video, and the fact that you guys do that to me is really appreciative because I need it too. So the fact that you guys can send me a once in a while motivating little message or whatever, it's much appreciated. Thank you so much. Because you don't always get that all the time in YouTube, believe me. But you just push through it. You move it along, right? So you're awesome, David. Thank you so much. Kitty, hey, as well, and to all the Lucy fans out there. Oh, yes. Big Lucy fans on here. Big Lucy fans. Let me tell you, if anyone wants to come on here doesn't know the channel, it's like I'm the biggest Lucy fan here, and they get on here and they have no idea, and it's like you got something coming, you bud, because there are some big Lucy fans, and that's nothing to be ashamed of. It's like, you know, I thought I was like, we all think like we're like the most like, oh, I'm the only one who's like a Lucy fan, no one else likes the show or whatever, and then come to something like this, and then you're just like, whoa, there's all these people, this community who loves the same things I do, and that's awesome. That's what I wanted to create. So I hope that comes through. I hope you guys enjoy that. So that is awesome. Tyler, definitely, I pretty much guarantee you I will eventually get into Star Trek and TNG. I have the entire series right here. I will show it to you. And I think I might have before. It's just that I need to get to some things before that. This is the show from the 80s. And doesn't mean that I'm going chronologically, but I'll get there. I'll definitely get there. And it's kind of a marathon versus a sprint, right? And so it'll come out there as the channel grows, gets bigger. I'll have more opportunities to make more videos. It's just easier when the channel grows because it gets out to more people. There are more views, and it justifies the videos and so forth. Because if I put too much stuff out there with too many different ranging topics, then you kind of lose people, right? So it's a very fine-tuned machine, if that makes sense. I try my best. So. Thank you guys so much. Okay, favorite Twilight Zone episode. Ooh, I like Man in a Bottle. I would just say that. Does anyone know which episode I'm talking about? I really like that episode. And again, I'm like on I Love Lucy. Everyone has like the quintessential like chocolate episode, or maybe the commercial one. Lucy does a TV commercial. No, I'm very unique. A lot of people like the William Shatner episode, 20,000 feet flying, or the To Serve Man. I do like that episode, but I think my favorite is Man in a Bottle. Okay, let's go a little French this time. Let's go the French review. I like that episode. It's really good. I like it. It's really funny. Lucy with all these weird costumes appears at the club. It's great. Ooh, little fan. Okay. Oh, so Randy, that's really interesting that you brought that up. I want to get that out to more people because some people may not watch the community page. I know that for sure. I had an idea to start another channel. So let me just get this straight. This channel will continue, but it's just an additional second channel that will focus on just cartoons, classic cartoons. The Flintstones, Scooby-Doo, the Jetsons, Mr. Magoo. The list goes on and on. I started typing in all these shows, and I was like, I love these cartoons. Pink Panther, you know, stuff like that. Who would be up for that? Who would be up for that? Again, it would be second to this channel, but behind the scenes stuff on that, reviewing episodes, focusing on certain episodes. I love doing that stuff. And the thing is, there's so many cartoons. There's some that I wanted to get into that I already watch and love. Scooby-Doo, right? And I know maybe not everyone is like a cartoon person, but I know a lot of people kind of, you know, especially depending your age, probably watched some of these when you grew up. So it's kind of cool. So I think that's more a long-term project, but I definitely want to do that because I want to focus on this channel. But I think once this channel gets to a certain level, if people really ask for it, really want to support it, if I see that support, I would make it for sure. Favorite Third Stooge? I think I'm a Shep guy. I have to say it. I have to say it. Yes, and I know a lot of you can bring up some really, really good ones, even some that I may not know and may get into, you know. So very, very cool. And 90s too. 90s too. There's tons of great 90s. Animaniacs is a great show. Scooby-Doo. Hey, Scoob. And this is great. Fred and Ethel starting out at the restaurant before the Ricardos are even there. And there's a lot of jokes. A lot of French jokes. It was something where Ethel was like, they don't serve inky dinky parley-vous here. And then Fred comes in with, it's not this episode, I don't believe, but he comes in with his old doughboy costume from World War I when he was like a soldier apparently, and he was, so this was when they were going to Europe, I think, so it's after this. And like the hat was so small, and then the strap like came down to his nose, supposed to come to here, but he grew out of it basically. He got bigger, and so it's pretty funny. Hanna-Barbera, yes, everyone. Pinky and the Brain, all that good stuff. All that good stuff. Definitely want to get into as well. I love Lurch. I'm a Lurch guy. I am a Lurch guy. I love the restaurant here. You have 3 tables, well, that are visible at least, and then you have the extras aren't recognized, which is kind of interesting. But then you have behind, there's just like a drawing, like someone drew that. It's kind of a caricature. It's like a French little villa there, and none of them know how to speak French, of course. And then they're looking at the menus, and then Lucy decides to learn how to speak French, taught by the waiter. So it's kind of cool. You love Fred. Oh, Fred is amazing. Fred is amazing. So underrated on the show, of course. That doughboy has so much yeast in him. Yes, I love that. I love that so much. No, never got into, oh wait. Oh, that wasn't to me. That was someone else. You met Pugsley. Awesome. He passed away, unfortunately, right? The original Pugsley from Addams Family, the TV show. Avery, so you mean what new TV show would I put on? Like what show have I never covered that will make an appearance? Or what's the next video that I'm going to put up? What show is that? Is that your question? Which of the two? Tom and Jerry, Looney Tunes? Absolutely. Come on. Mel Blanc, right? Oh, yes. Mel Blanc. You're an actor yourself. That's awesome. That's really cool. Would you mind sharing what you were in? Or is it more like secret? If it's secret, it's all right. I got you covered. Ever watch the old Popeye? Popeye. Of course I watch Popeye. Popeye, I watched so much Popeye in the 80s. Remember, I grew up in the 80s. Late 80s. I grew up in the 90s. I was born in the 80s. Bob Carroll made several appearances. I believe he made 4. Maybe 5. He was in the Europe episode. He was in the one where they go to Europe. He was in the Monte Carlo episode. It's a Monte Carlo episode. He was in the Europe episode. He was in a French episode. You are right. Because he kind of looks French. It's kind of weird. You put a beret on him. He's like, bonjour, right? So he didn't have a speaking part, actually. Do you like the Jetsons? I've watched a couple here and there, definitely. Oh, great question. Okay, Avery. I love it. What is the next show that you have already covered that you will be covering? I don't kiss and tell. I actually do not do that. And that's why. I can tell you what shows eventually I will get to, but I will never reveal that. And the reason is because I got to keep things interesting. I got to keep you guys coming back and enjoying the channel, right? And so if I tell you every move I make, can't do that. But I will tell you that more classic shows I have some lined up. I have one that I really want to get into that I will get into it soon. It is a classic show, and so I'm excited. I'm excited. It's always a constant work, and they're always videos that are under construction. There's blooper videos under construction right now. I don't just like go like, okay, today is Monday, boom, Tuesday is a blooper video. No, that stuff takes time, and so I hope that comes through, and I hope people understand that. Some of these things take more time than others. Some of them are more quick than others. I have to balance it out. I have to balance all that stuff out. The live streams take no pre-work. It's just, you know, doing the live streams. But yes, it's definitely something that there's different levels of research, different levels of preparation. Yes. The writers of Lucy said that she had a hard time memorizing her lines quickly. Not really. She did not. She had a method for doing it, and I made a video on that. She was pretty good. Desi would memorize them in one. He would read through it once, and he would memorize it once. So she was fairly good at it. I mean, she wasn't probably the best. How long does it take? Great question, Ricky. To edit voiceover on average for 10 minutes of your work. So you're talking about a 10-minute video. If I make a 6-minute video, we're just talking about I have all the footage, let's say. I have all the commentary. To edit it, it could take 2 hours. That's because I'm good now. Meaning good, it used to take me 4 to 5 hours when I wasn't that great. Now, obviously, I developed my own method. I developed my own little way of doing it where it's like easier for me that I've come up with. That takes time, right? I've been doing this since 2016. So yeah, after a few years you learn how to do it more efficiently. But yeah, it does take time. That's why when, you know, sometimes I make a 4-minute video and it's like, oh, it didn't take me 4 minutes to make. Sometimes the research for a 4-minute video can be more difficult than making a 10-minute review. So yeah, it's kind of cool. More Genie, season 5. There were 5 seasons of Genie, right? Yep. Backstager, Desi created the 3-camera angle. He created the live audience concept of a live audience being at the taping or at the filming of an episode, which is amazing. He had like bleachers put in. He had the light setup of like a movie, and they would change the lighting setup based on the scene, which is a crazy thought. The fact of wheeling in sets, the fact that the Mertz's apartment is actually the Ricardo's bedroom. Whose mind is blown right now? That's true. The Mertz's, think about this, the Mertz's living room is actually the same set as the Ricardo's bedroom. Yep. I made a video on it. The thing is, here's the thing, guys and gals. I might have to repeat some videos, like update them. And what I mean by that is like, I've done that before, but I may have to make it again because the videos get like buried and people don't see them. And then new people come on and then don't know this and they'll ask me the same question. So once in a while, I might have to do that, you know. So it's pretty cool to think about. Who played Carolyn Appleby? You mean the actress? Doris Singleton. Randy, to your question, nope, no minimum length. I guess you can make a second video if you want. Second, get it? 1 second. Oh, and there it is. Lucy is learning French along with Ethel and the French waiter. You may notice that that guy is a little familiar. Do you remember him from Cuban Pals in season 1? He was the Cuban. Here he's playing the Frenchman or the French waiter. A lot of these actors, even the supporting actors, have a little bit of time on screen. Very talented. If you were an actor, you didn't just act. You knew accents. You could like come in prepared with your own outfits and stuff, whether it's suits. If you had to look like a hobo, sometimes they would do that for you, or you would come in and maybe they'd dirty you up a little bit, but that's it. And so you were almost like a character actor. You were kind of like a Swiss Army knife type actor. You just had all that versatility versus now you don't really have that. But it's really amazing to see that. People like Vito Scotti, people like Jay Novello, a lot of really good and talented people in I Love Lucy. No, unfortunately, Doris Singleton passed away not so long ago, a few years ago. Pretty much everyone from I Love Lucy has passed away except the twins that appeared on it, the twins from the Tennessee episode, and of course many of the Little Ricky actors. There's 6 of them, and I believe the actress who played Marion Strong is still alive. Last I checked. There we go. Thank you, Henry. 2012 was when she passed away. Yes. Randy, you loved my latest monster blooper video. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, on the bloopers. Yes. Thank you so much. No, Marta, I've reviewed very few I Love Lucy episodes because I have more like info, like behind the scenes stuff versus reviewed. And honestly, the reviewed videos never get many views versus like a drama. Like that's what's funny, that you put all this stuff out there and then you see what gets more attention. And the more attention is like the drama, the behind the scenes, and the secrets. That's what people watch more, and that's what people ask me for more. So that's kind of what I try to put out. It's pretty interesting. What happened to the lagoon on Gilligan's Island? It was dried up, paved over, and it's made into a parking lot. That's Hollywood for you guys and gals. Well, it's actually pretty funny. The twins that Lucy babysat for in season 1, they were not twins. They look nothing like each other. And they were played as twins, which is really funny because I'm like, they're totally not the same at all. Totally not the same at all. Yes, Will D. Any reports on the relationship between Desi and Lucy's second husband, Gary Morton? Did they get along or see each other at all? They saw each other all the time. Lucy and Desi got together all the time with their respective new partners, new husbands and wives, and they all got along together very well. This according to everyone. Pretty much there was no debate on this. They all got together fairly well. Yeah, isn't that crazy? It's a little sad, Jared, right? The lagoon is gone. All that stuff's gone. The huts are gone. There's very little left over. I know Marianne, that is Dawn Wells, has a few of the coconuts. There's a few things here and there, but that's about it. That's about it. Most of the stuff, remember, it's Hollywood, and so they're just focused on the show. When it's gone, not making money anymore, you destroy it. The next day, you make another set for another show, make more money. That's just, it's a business. I'm not justifying it. That's just kind of how it is, So it's kind of sad. Now they're starting to save stuff. Batman and all these newer shows, Harry Potter, all that stuff saved. But I think some of the stuff that we really want to see is no longer there. That's what's sad. Oh, and there you go. Now, this is where Lucy is telling Ricky that the Frenchman said, hey, I want to be able to star on the show or be in your nightclub show for free English lessons. And Ricky's like, I don't want to do that. Like, he has bugged out eyes. And Lucy's like, yeah, let's make a French show. And they're like, what is going on? And then Ethel and Fred want to join in. And Ricky's like, oh my gosh, what is my life right now? It's really great. I love it. All right, guys and gals, the episode is not over yet. We still have about halfway to go. I want you to start telling me what you want to do. Who wants to have me put a Gilligan's Island episode on? We can talk about Gilligan's Island more in depth. Let me know in the comments. Just type in Gilligan's Island. If you want Addams Family, go ahead. Type in Addams Family. If you want Munsters, or any other show that I have covered, let me know. Yes, Lazy Homebody, sadly for the Mary Tyler Moore show, that's what replaced Gilligan's Island in terms of the staging and stuff. Very true. Dang, lots of requests. We have Munsters, a lot of Munsters. Gilligan's Island, look at that. I Dream of Jeannie, a lot of shows. Oh, Roseanne, I've never covered Roseanne. Twilight Zone, yep. And more people want Lucy as well. Very cool. Well, wow, what did I see more of? Definitely a lot of Munsters. Good Addams Family, a month total. I see a lot of monsters. So let's do monsters when this is over. We still got some time. We still got some time. Twilight Zone. I love the theme song. I love Rod Serling. He was so good. The fact that they were going to pick someone else to host the show is mind-blowing to me. How would they have gotten someone else? Get Smart will eventually be on the channel. Yeah. To Serve Man, specific episode from Twilight Zone. Yeah. George, I unfortunately have no information on that. Hallmark keeps going back and forth, so that's their own thing. Unfortunately, I don't want to drive people crazy because a lot of people come to the channel and they look for, obviously there's a reputation here, and I don't want to damage it on account of anyone else, another company or anything like that. So I unfortunately don't have info on it. I would suggest there are other video sites online. I won't name any names, but you can Google it where you can watch full episodes of this stuff for free. There's also Amazon Prime has Lucy episodes. Hulu, you have to pay for as well, but there's some I Love Lucy episodes. There's also the DVDs that you can get. There's giveaways. There's a lot of ways for you to watch it, both online and on there. So, you know, that's kind of all the info I can give out for now. Yes, yes. That's really interesting. I don't know, Insomniac, how many people would be interested in that, like me covering old game shows. I'm definitely not opposed to it. That'd be interesting. I just don't know how much of a niche there is for it. I'm sure there may be people, for sure, that might like it. You know, a little itchy right here, a little itchy. Ooh, Three's Company. Yeah, Lucy loved it. She called John Ritter the greatest living physical actor, like comedic physical actor with his body, like does stuff with his body, because there's different types of comedy. There's stand-up, there's physical comedy, there's slapstick, right? There's all this type of stuff. Oh, and there's Ricky with his famous jacket. Now this is season 3 French review. Yeah, I gotta make a mental note of that for sure. Old game shows. That'd be so interesting. I would have to look into it. I mean, I watch old game shows, but I know nothing about like whether they're on like DVD or not. That's really interesting. It's like a whole new world. Groucho's amazing. I love the Marx Brothers. More movie stuff, which I'm not opposed to covering. I covered Duck Soup. I reviewed that movie. But I may do stuff in general. There's a lot of interesting stuff about the Marx Brothers and what they did in their lives. For example, Zeppo Marx actually created the clamps for the atomic bombs that were dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Patriotic American right there. I know a lot of people kind of be like, oh, he's the fourth Marx brother. He's kind of there. But obviously he was talented. He's also a pretty good singer. So it's very interesting to know. L, I'm late in doing so, but congratulations in achieving and surpassing your 2019 goal. So well deserved. Well, thank you so much. That's really awesome of you. Never too late. Never too late to do that. So I do appreciate that. Johnny, could you do top 10 videos? Top 10 videos on what? I do a lot of like, excuse me, I was itchy. Do a lot of like list type, like 5 favorite, like scariest stuff like that. So I do those. They're in there. I just did one on the Twilight Zone, which was received really well. I was really surprised how well it did. I do a lot of blooper videos like that with lists. People like lists, and I like making videos with lists. So I definitely get it. I do definitely get it. Groucho was a guest panelist on What's My Line. Yes, he is an amazing impromptu comedian. Like that was his thing. His thing was being able to come up with stuff on the spot and being like insult, like very, very level-headed insult comedian, because now it's taking a whole nother level. But he was still respectful in the sense of like he was just like bashing on you. He wasn't like really serious like some are right now, you know? Isn't that crazy, Martha? Yeah, I'm gonna make a video on that for sure. Yeah, if you guys ever missed the stuff's there, it's on YouTube. So make sure just go to my Rick9G page, go on videos, and then there's a little search thing in there, and you can search Twilight Zone and then the playlist. So what playlists are, in case people don't know, let me just explain this because some people don't know and there's never an opportunity to explain. Playlists are a really good thing because I get to group videos in certain playlists. And so what they do is you can watch a video on I Love Lucy. I have over 200 videos in a playlist for I Love Lucy, which means you can click on and watch them, and then you'll be able to see the next one just like back to back. And whenever you're done, you're tired, you have to leave, stop it, and YouTube will save your spot. So playlists, you get to see old videos that I've maybe released years back and you haven't even seen. I'm still getting comments on videos I released like 2 years ago, which is insane. It's really, really crazy. All right, let me catch up here. See where I'm at. Who's on first? I know who's on first. I heard that who's on first. Who's on first? I don't know. So, Greg, the winner of the I Love Lucy giveaway will be released in the next I Love Lucy video. That's how I always do it. So, whatever the topic, there is basically an announcement with, hey, this is what you can win, and then in the next video it'll be released. So the reason I do that is so everyone can watch every video, enjoy every video, because I will never tell you, hey, this is a giveaway video, because then people just watch those, right? It doesn't make sense. So the purpose is for people to support the channel, watch the channel, and a way to give back. So it's a great question. Great question. I have never watched Bewitched. Oh, and look at this top-down crane shot. Now, I want to make a note on this. This episode, the French Review, is in season 3. So remember, as the seasons progressed, the show got more popular, obviously. It was already popular in season 2, but they started making a lot more money, and they could put a lot of that money into the show to make it better, but camera equipment, better technology, better sets. That's why they were able to go to Hollywood. That's why they were able to go to Europe. They didn't really go, but that's all the sets. A lot of time and effort goes into making those sets, right, for the show. And so this crane is kind of an additional camera that they use every once in a while. They're able to mount it high up and come down, which is really, really cool. So yeah, and that's why the beginning of season 3, the first episode, was in a completely new stage versus season 1 and 2 that was on an older, smaller stage. So the apartment was just moved. They literally moved it from location to location. It was still in Los Angeles, but it was not in the same space, which is pretty cool. Something really cool to notice. I do want to give a quick shout out to Yolanda. You know why this is for. I won't answer for you. That's for you to say. But I do wish you the best of luck, prayers and thoughts to you. Everything will be great. Be hopeful, be positive. We're all with you. We're all supporting you. I'm supporting you. Okay. Yes. Well, I don't know, guys and gals. Monsters and Twilight Zone is really like up and up. And I don't know. I think we might have to do Twilight Zone because a lot of people are kind of fishing on it. I thought Monsters, but I think a more accurate thing is Twilight Zone. So let's do it right when this is done. This is almost ending. Actually, right, it just ended right now with Lucy doing her da, 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 with her leg and stuff. Kind of funny. Alex, giving you a shout out from Silent Bug. You are awesome. Thank you for supporting the channel and for watching, of course. All right, let me do a quick back. By the way, if I didn't get to your comment, believe me, I'm not ignoring you. You can see there's almost 100 people on here, and with many comments, it's hard to get to everyone, so I try to get to as many people as possible. Believe me. There's one man on a mission, right? Let's do a popular one and talk about it. You know what? I'm gonna put in the episode that I covered, if that's okay with everyone. The Eye of the Beholder, and talk a little bit more about it. I don't know. Maybe you guys would like me to make certain videos where I can actually like. It's not a live stream, so it's not live, but I can film myself doing this and reacting live to something, not live, but reacting as I'm watching something and post it like a 25. Oh, I missed. I'm sorry. C Swain with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much. See, I try to catch all of you. Guaranteed, I do guaranteed shout outs for any type of super chat. Just letting everyone know. Guaranteed way that I read your super chat. Do you like any Brit shows? So British shows. You may like Keeping Up Appearances if you like I Love Lucy. Tell me a little bit more about Keeping Up Appearances. Why would I like it? I really want to hear about that. And thank you so much for your $5 donation to the channel, which always goes to the giveaways. So thank you so much. You guys and gals are awesome. Really, really awesome. Really supportive. Makes me feel good. That's why I'm like, the more I can help you guys out by making videos that make you laugh, the more happy I get. So let me head back down. And thank you all for also supporting Yolanda. If you guys go back to the comments, again, it's not my place to announce, but if you could send that over, just thoughts, prayers, positive thoughts, I think that would be wonderful and a great symbol of what our channel's for, you know. Yes. All right. Let's see. Benny Hill Show. Benny Hill Show is a little strong in terms of content, at least for me and in my viewpoint of what I want this channel to be. I have seen it before, and it's not my cup of tea. I think it's funny in its own way, but yes. It is warm. It got warm in the last 30 minutes, guys and gals. That is crazy. Okay, so let me talk a little bit about Eye of the Beholder. I kind of did a review on it, but I want to be able to talk about it. And you guys and gals, let me know. So the Eye of the Beholder is the one with the girl who begins bandaged up. And then she's like deformed or she is disfigured. And then they're trying to fix her looks to look beautiful again. That's literally what the episode's about. So it's a pretty crazy premise. Remember, this is the 60s. And so it's, I don't know, it's pretty interesting. Yeah, you guys warm me up with your love, with your comments, with your positivity. You're also awesome. And Donna Douglas. Now, Donna Douglas did not speak in the episode. That name may be familiar. She was in the Beverly Hillbillies. Now, you guys and gals should check out after this. If you're big Twilight Zone fans, guys and gals, check out my last episode. It was just reviewing this episode, this last video. So check that out. I show you some pretty cool facts too. In terms of like behind the scenes stuff, like the fact that you can see some of their faces in the shadows, like I was able to show that too. So go ahead and look that up. I think you'll enjoy it. Ricky, yes, I do have an Instagram page. It should be in the description below. If not, check out my last video. It should be there. It's Rick_9G. And that's me. I put a lot of stuff. It's not just like my content here. I put some of the images. But I also put a lot of other stuff like my daily life. Not daily, but I post fairly often. My other loves as well. Yeah, Marta, a little bit too spicy for at least what I want on the channel. That's why people have said Married with Children. I'm like, like if I ever in my life, like in the future, this is not something I would do relatively soon, make another channel on more like, I don't want to say uncensored, but it's more like, more adult. I don't know. That's not really my style, to be honest. I would consider it, but it's nothing that I'm really like dying to do because there's not a lot of shows like that that I really like, to be honest. This is the stuff that I love. So just to keep just to keep that in your frame of reference, you know, for what's going on. Oh, okay, right here. This is great. So we have not Donna Douglas. I'm sorry, but I forgot her name, the actress. I list her in the last video. She is the bandaged woman. Now Donna Douglas is not under the bandages. That's what's really important. So a little behind the scenes info for you guys. You have this other actress. Again, she's listed in my video. And that's what's great. And that's the one whose voice is heard. So they don't really dub. I guess they dubbed the voice because it would be a little bit difficult to hear it under the bandages. So they try to make it clear for what's going on. But other than that, it's a really interesting episode. Everyone is facially obscured pretty much with really cool camera tricks that are natural. Nothing that is really strange. It is not Nancy Culp. It is definitely 100% not Nancy Culp. Nope. No, she was in I Love Lucy. She was also in Beverly Hillbillies, right? So yes. Oh, and she is smoking right here, the nurse, which is really interesting. She just pulled out a pack and shared it with the other nurse. I can't tell what brand that is. Not that I care much, but it's really cool because it's really close to the camera, and you can't do that anymore. It's just really interesting. Oh, well, actually, they zoom in. I can't tell what brand that is. I'm sorry. If you guys and gals know, make sure to check that out and let me know what brand that is, because I have no idea. And then the presence of Rod Serling. He was a small, short guy. Okay, he was a really tiny guy, and the fact that he comes on and he has this presence about him, I wouldn't even say he's super, I don't know how to explain it. I would say he's eloquent, but I wouldn't say he's like a classically trained speaker at all. It's just his delivery that was amazing, and they've tried to replicate it with Forrest Whitaker, with Jordan Peele. No way. I am sorry. Rod Serling is the man, and nothing can compare to him. Backstager, yes, about 5'4". He was really short. I'm a little itchy here. Really interesting that they were not able to replicate him. If you guys agree, let me know. Do you think Rod Serling could not be upstage? There's just no one who could meet up to how good he was at delivering his lines. And remember, he wrote a lot of this stuff. He had other writers that he trusted, Charles Beaumont, as well as others. I could look some up. But basically the idea is that he knew what he was doing. And a lot of people sent him suggestions for episodes that he'd do. He never did one. That doesn't mean he's good. He had a vision, guys and gals. He had a vision, and he just stuck with it. Yep, he wrote about 70% of the show. I like that number. Because he didn't write everything on the show. If someone tells you he wrote everything, that's incorrect. But he had certain writers that, like I said, those were his guys right there. That was just like, he knew they were going to come through with a good script. And not every episode's great, just like I Love Lucy. There's some not great episodes, in my opinion, right? In my opinion. But a lot of them are great. I mean, think about a 20-minute episode of a woman pretty much in bandages the entire time. You don't get to see any face except Rod Serling. And to be able to do that effectively, to think of camera angles, think of ways to make that look natural. This was one of the first times this was done. You can think of The Invisible Man, the horror movie. Yes, one man was obscured. He wasn't obscured that long, but then you could see everyone else. And this, everyone is obscured. And remember, the setting is night, and so it was just amazing. Like, it's something that if you're not into it, if you watch it, you can at least appreciate the art that it is. So very, very interesting. Well, it's like any show. I think any show has a predefined course. There's a lot of stories that you can have in the beginning, but then you kind of run out of steam. But that's any show. That's Seinfeld. Jerry Seinfeld said after the 9th season, he even said the 9th season was kind of weak. He's like, let's stop at the 9th season before we actually take a dive and then stop the show. So, yeah. Yes, I have. Now, sorry if I mispronounce this. Sabaka asks, Rick, have you ever done movie reviews of Lucy and Ricky movies? I have. The only one I've reviewed, the only one I've seen, to be honest with you, is the Long trailer. And wait, I haven't reviewed. I've seen it, but I haven't reviewed that one. I've reviewed the I Love Lucy movie. Do I even have it? Yeah, it's on the other side. I'll show it to you. So it's this one, and I know some people don't even know that this exists. I didn't know it existed until I looked it up. It's basically 3 episodes of I Love Lucy: The Benefit, Breaking the Lease, and The Ballet, all from season 1. and they're connected by 2 little scenes that were filmed afterwards and made into a movie, which is really interesting because the episodes really have nothing to do with each other, but the way the scenes put it together, it made it work. And I think it's pretty good. That was something that came out back in the day. It wasn't nothing that they made today. It was in, oh man, I have to check what year it was. Definitely in the 50s, 1953. So that's really, really cool. Do you guys, some people have suggested Night Gallery. I haven't seen it yet, but people say some of it is really good. Burgess Meredith, amazing. Wonk, 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 the penguin, right? Oh, such a good guy. Poor Rod Serling. Yeah, he almost put out a cigarette, and as it was going out, he would light the other one and just like continue. If you would know what we knew today, right? 3 packs a day. Crazy. A lot of smoking. Pretty much in every monologue, he's smoking, right? And that's not a prop, which is crazy. A lot of actors, some magicians, even do that type thing. And look at this low camera angle, looking at the bed of the woman, the patient with the bandages, kind of at a level's eye, and the doctor's kind of at a higher level. It's really, really interesting to be able to see that. The actress does a fantastic job. Not Donna. She does a pretty good job. This actress, think about it, your face is obscured completely, and she's doing a great job with her hands and her body and the tension that she has. She's kind of writhing because she's just so emotionally upset at what's going on with her. Her whole life can change, and everyone's just trying to calm her down. Really, really great acting. Like, this is the cream of the crop. BHIPPS Phipps. Howling Man was good. I did like the Howling Man. Yep. So, Jared, you like Burgess Meredith, one of the best actors ever. Penguin and Mickey Goldmill are the 2 best characters on screen. Do you guys like Burgess Meredith? Really good. Also good in Rocky, right? He was, I think, right, Mickey, right? That's what you're talking about, right? Yeah, really good. I haven't seen Rocky forever. I am a gamer. I do play. That's what this channel started out as. This channel was a gaming channel, and that's just because it was easy access. That's what I thought I would do. I saw other gamers. I was like, let me just do it. The channel was not that. There was not a lot of movement on the channel, let's just say. And one day I was like, hey, I've seen these 5 things on I Love Lucy because I always loved the show. I said, no one's going to watch this because, not to diss Lucy, I love Lucy, but I mean, people weren't really watching the gaming, and I was like, well, then no one's going to watch this because it has nothing to do with it. All of a sudden, like, my gaming views were here, and Lucy views were, like, off the charts. And I was like, what? And then I told, like, my family, people that knew me, and they were like, Rick, you should literally put more of this. And I did. You can see there's no more new gaming stuff on here. Basically, this stuff has pushed it out because you guys have been so supportive, and you guys have been just so great in general, that, I don't know, it's just become like a force on its own. So I do appreciate that. I lost my place. Ash, you remember that I used to be a gaming channel? Yeah, that's. I mean, I still game. I just don't game on screen anymore. I even was like, should I make a gaming channel? And it's there, but I haven't posted anything because, like I said, like, I want to be able to focus on what I want to do, which is this. And I can game on my own time, and maybe in the future. But as of now, I want to focus on this. And my second priority would be like an actual cartoon channel. That is something that I definitely want to do. That is something that I definitely want to do. I'll repeat that again. Yes. Weird Al's an I Love Lucy fan. So many people are I Love Lucy fans. The Nanny, Fran Drescher, even Dick Van Dyke. I mean, Dick Van Dyke owes his show to Lucy. Simple as that. It's really incredible how powerful and how great this woman was, what she was able to do with the show, and how it still is running, how it made an impact to people. So yes. Oh, and here we look at the doctor again, guys and gals. This whole time, The thing is I don't have the sound on, so I have to be able to do that. That's really funny, Elsie, that you asked, ever been to Disneyland? If you check out my Instagram, I've been to Disneyland probably more in the last 6 months than I have in my entire life. So you should check them out. I post on that too. I was recently in Disneyland, recently at California Adventure before that, and Universal Studios many times. I'm a big theme park guy. There are big theme park channels. I follow all those channels, so it's kind of cool. So I don't know if you guys watch any of that stuff. It's funny. I believe it or not, I have YouTube like people that I watch. Like I'm a fan of a lot of YouTubers. Like I'm like like I get excited. I saw a YouTuber at Disney once and I got like excited. I couldn't even go up to him, everyone. I couldn't. I was so intimidated. Because it's cool. Like I get it. Believe me, I'm in the same boat as you guys. Like I know you guys love you know, the work that I do and support it. But in essence, I'm just a fan. I'm just like a guy who's like clicked out of the crowd and just is able to make these videos like this. But I mean, I have my own people that I admire as well. So I definitely know how that feels like. It's just really, really cool. Oh, a little itchy back here. It's getting hot, guys and gals. Very warm. That's good, Yolanda. Watch a movie, enjoy yourself. You know, it's always good to do that and enjoy it. It's Labor Day weekend, right? Oh, only now, guys and gals, after, let's see, so 15 minutes have gone by, all right, and we still have more minutes to go on this episode. I think it's about 20-something minutes long. Well, they're going to start taking the bandages off, and we're going to see the first face of any character in this episode. Like, that is amazing. And Backstager, yes, A Penny for Your Thoughts with Dick York is pretty funny, but did you notice that's more of a comedic type episode? There's one, I can't remember the name, you guys and gals will know, but it's a man with this, he finds a magic watch and he can stop time, and then he like changes things. He's kind of ditzy, and then his watch breaks, and then time is like frozen everywhere forever, and he's like alone, quote unquote. It's a weird ending, but it's still kind of comical. Versus like this episode, there's no comedy here. Like this is supposed to like scare you and like make you think like that, right? Oh, Johnny, you're awesome. So you guys are great at that. A kind of stopwatch. Very, very cool. You would love to stop time. What if we get stuck? What if we get stuck? Like in that episode. You guys will cry. I would cry too. Unless I get to go to Disneyland for free. But the rides would be stuck, wouldn't they? I couldn't ride them. They'd just be like just stuck there. And I'd be like, make the ride work. So, yeah. Hey, Free Samples. Nice to see you. I don't know what your name is, but I'll just call you Free Samples because that's what shows up. If you have a name like that, guys and gals, where it's like not your name, and then you want to let me know my name is Boom, and then you want me to, you know, say hi or whatever, just go ahead and do that, and I could say hi. So feel free to do that or not do that. Free is good. I agree. Free is good. Let's stop time. Hopefully it doesn't stay like that. Okay, this is a great shot. They literally covered the camera up in a bandage, and from there we're able to see the light shining through, which is like we are the actress, we are the character looking through and seeing the light as we're being unwrapped. I mean, just great things. If you see that done today, you'll be like, oh, that's been done before. This is probably the first time it was ever done. So it's really, really cool. Luis Marquez, Rick, your trivia is amazing. I truly enjoy all your vids. Well, I enjoy your support. Thank you so much, Luis. If you guys and gals are on here, you haven't given a thumbs up, I do appreciate if you would do it. It means a lot. It's a great way to support the channel. If you aren't subscribed, it's a great time to subscribe as well. It takes a second. It's completely free. Many things in life are not free. Actually, most things in life are not. Most things in life are charged. These things are free, and they're a great way to support a channel like this. It's like, I would say it's like a small business, guys and gals. It's a great way to support a small business like me. Backstager, your name is a mystery even to you. I got you there. I see what you did right there. Thank you, Journal Girl. I appreciate that. Thank you. Free samples, you are free. I do agree with that. Again, they still haven't uncovered her. The doctor is giving, and you may think, how boring of an episode where they take so long and cover this woman. You know, when you see this episode, if you have not seen it, I know some of you have, but if you have not seen this, again, I tell people who haven't seen this stuff, this is art. This is not just a show, okay? This is not like Full House, which I'm not dodging Full House. I like Full House. But I mean, how many people would say Full House is like a piece of artwork, like the actual film? No. Right? This, though, it's entertaining, but it's not art in essence. I mean, it's a form of art, but no one would say this is art, guys. You know, the shots, the look, the cinematography, the setup, the work that goes into this, the dialogue, the story, how powerful of a punch it makes, all the decisions they make. It's just genius. You can't use another word for genius. Alfred Hitchcock. I love, love, love Rope. Such a good movie. Love it. Free samples. I love the Twilight Zone. We're actually discussing Twilight Zone right now. I'm watching it on one screen. Unfortunately, can't show it to you guys because of copyright issues, but we're just commenting on it, specifically on the episode. Now, what's really cool here, he's unwrapping the bandages. Now you can actually see from the side, a lot of the actors now have the makeup on, whereas before they did not. They didn't wear that makeup when they were shadowed. They only wore it during these revealed scenes. And because of how the camera is, because of, sorry, the monitors, how they are now, how they're extra bright, I can see that. And it's really cool. Donna Douglas, look at her, shows up looking amazing, and we think she's supposed to look horrible. And she is great. Her terrifying face. I mean, Ellie Mae Clampett from the Beverly Hillbillies. I mean, the fact that this girl is able to be so versatile. I mean, she was a great actress. And again, that show was a comedy. Here was a, you know, definitely drama, horror type show, horror, right? And the fact that she was able to do that, she's very convincing. So she does pretty well. Paul Lynde is amazing, especially in the Monsters. I love him in that. Very, very good in the Monsters episode as the Doctor, right? Johnny cried. Should I do that? Should I do that? My favorite Twilight Zone episodes. Maybe I should say like my top 20, or make like, yeah, my top 20 and do like 2 episodes, do like 10 and 10, so it won't be that long, you know, so everyone can kind of watch it. I'd be down to do that. I'm always up for doing that. I did that for Lucy, but I think I didn't cover. I did all the way to season 4. I didn't do 5 yet, or 6. I should do the others. Probably the Calm Me Down one, because it's just 13 episodes. So maybe my top 5. Dr. Dudley's like, yes, Mr. Monster. Okay, let's feel your heart there. It's barely beating. It's amazing. See, I love that type of stuff. Like, you can see how riled up and excited I get at stuff like that. It's just so funny. They don't have stuff like that anymore. These character actors. Again, yes, you're right. He was so blind, and Herman's hairy arm. He was like, "I told you, leave your dog outside." Well, no matter. Nick's Planet, great question on I Love Lucy. Why did they have 2 Little Ricky actors? They did not. They had not 2, not 4, but 6. You heard me right, 6. I did a whole video on that. You should go check it out. It's a fact or fiction episode. Just type in Rick 9G fact or fiction Little Ricky. It'll pop up. You see Little Ricky in the crib, and you see the big Ricky, and I talk about all of the actors. I go into depth into who they are and their names and the reason why they did that. So definitely go check that out. Yeah, it's a great, interesting look, if I do say so myself. Oh, Alex, so you mean why did they use twins? Well, they used 2 sets of twins, and the reason is whenever you use children, the main idea is wow, it got really dark. Whenever you use children, there's child labor laws, especially during those days. They can only work, I think, 2 hours a day, something like that. So if you needed your actor, your child actor, to be there for longer than that, by law, you could not have them on camera for more than 2 hours. That doesn't mean 2 hours of film. That literally means 2 hours like on set, because again, child labor laws. And so they would have twins because they would have 2 kids that look exactly the same, and then they could use, so they would have double the airtime they can use. Then kids cry. Kids are kids, and so what if you have showtime and you have to get a kid out and one's crying, one pooped his diapers, right? Whatever it might be, you can't take that kid out when he's crying. He has to do a scene, so you take the other one out. Usually they're not both crying, right? And so it increases the chances. So that's a little tidbit there, and it's pretty smart if you think about it. But great question. That's a good question. And there it is, Donna Douglas with the guy right there. I don't know his name, but he's the man who represents the different society which she's going to go to, and live her new life, because she is an ugly one according to the episode, which is really cool. The idea of, you know, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. What is beauty? Is it what society defines? Well, yes, but why does society define that? Who really says what beauty is? Does it come from the inside or without? And it's really profound. Like, if someone would say that and be like, go away with your morality. No, but you see it effectively portrayed in something like this, and it's enthralling, it's interesting, and it makes you think in a way that you didn't know you even wanted to think. And the idea of beauty or society meeting up to what is deemed as not the norm. I think it's just really cool. It has so much questions. I don't want to get philosophical here, but it's brilliant. It's brilliant. It's really good. And you see them both walking into the sunset. It's that picturesque view, guys and gals. Last minute questions right now, guys and gals. I've been on here for a minute 20. Yes, a minute 20. An hour and 20, guys and gals. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Any last minute questions that I can get? I really would appreciate just your positivity, your love, and support, which a lot of you already show. So thank you so much. Great question, Ricky. I do not. I support my YouTubers. I watch through the ads because I know how it is. I know that this is how we stay here. Without ads, honestly, we would not be able to do a lot of this YouTube stuff, because as we grow, it gets more difficult. And so, yeah, I really do support my viewers as well. So, oh, Nick of Time is the next episode. We won't be looking at it, but maybe next time. Maybe next time. Elsine, favorite ride at Disneyland? Space Mountain. I love Space Mountain, but I also love Pirates. Ooh, I love Pirates. Well, thank you so much, guys and gals. You are awesome. Thank you so much for supporting me. If you haven't given a thumbs up, I would really appreciate it. It would go a long way. If you haven't subscribed, again, it would also go a long way on the channel. You are all amazing. You're all super awesome, super supportive. Thank you so much. Don't forget to check out the links in the description for more Rick9G, more stuff you can watch. And don't forget, guys and gals, always, no matter what, be hopeful.